3 weeks ago, I made a video about this game calling it the best bee swarm simulator fan game. And you know what? It only gets better. When I made that video, the game had about 20 concurrent players. And now it went to almost 1,000, which really shows the interest players have. And don't forget all the videos made about this game. Russo Plays even made some videos on it, who's currently the biggest YouTuber to do so. And after playing it for hours myself, I can say that it really does deserve the popularity it's getting. I've made quite some progress now, and the plan is to actually fill the rest of the nest in this video. Many different butterflies I've actually been thinking going warm nest, or you can also say red, same thing, but that's for later. Now I have played many different bee swarm fan games and copies before, and even made videos on some such as Bee History and Ant Simulator, and this one is actually the best one so far and is the most promising. And unlike, for example, Bee Master Simulator, on which I made videos and you can check them right here if you want to. This game actually has developers who care about the community and do not steal others' work. Well, you know. So since the last video I've made, quite a good amount of progress as I said, and I'm not far from getting to the final as of now area. And to get there, I can buy 2 more eggs and get the 2 last butterflies I need. Here they are, and I even got 2 diamantine jams, perfectly for those 2. First one got me the angelic butterfly, didn't have that one unlocked before. And second one got me the bellflower butterfly, which I also didn't have before. So these 2 are new to me, they do seem to be pretty decent, and as always, the designs in this game are really good looking. Time for the final area to see what's hidden here. I like that the butterflies look more alive here. By that I mean that they aren't just idle but have some kind of small background story. And the coconut field has some new mobs, coconut hermits. And what I find kind of funny is that these are actually harder to fight than the coconut crab in Bee Swarm Simulator, despite them being just normal mobs. I actually ended up losing to the second hermit. Well, I tried, I guess. We got a different field, the ruby field in cave. And it's in a cave because we got a mini boss, the crystal spider. In a way, it's easier to dodge the attacks compared to the hermits, at least in my case. And after a few minutes of fighting, I finally got the rewards. A lot of them, actually, and they do seem to be pretty good. So I think this game might become the biggest Bee Swarm Simulator fan game, or at least one of the biggest ones, seeing how well it's doing right now. And it is pretty cool to see a game with actual passion behind becoming bigger. Cloverfield might be the best one to grind, at least for now since it gives soul gems and amber. Pretty useful stuff. And now I'm done with both quests I've been having. Time to unlock something interesting. This was 4th and final quest from Gooba, and when you complete all of them, you basically get to the next step of the game, and I'll show why in a bit. I'm getting close to the final quest from Shanty for the core boost. Currently, I have 8 of them, and those boosts are super helpful since they give a lot of conversion boosts. Because of completing all 4 Gooba's quests, we can now do Foundry quest line as well. And with that, we got 2 different quests to do. We'll come back here later. After a bit of farming, I came here to buy more eggs and to finally try and get all 25 butterflies in my nest. And I only need 1 more, which I'll get after converting all of the nectar, but for now I should soul jam those. And now I think this is better since the plan is to go warm. Might as well keep those 2 fire butterflies. And after converting the nectar, I can buy the final egg for my nest. And this is what a full nest of butterflies look like. I know this is probably a really bad setup, but I'm more of a mixed player for now since I can't afford the colored items anyway. This time I defeated both hermits on my first try. I do wonder what bosses will be like if these are just regular mobs. Completing the first Foundry quest wasn't hard at all, and with that we unlocked the blueprints for some items. Now what that means is that I can actually craft these items now, and that's why I earlier said it's basically the next step in this game. Crafting will be helping a lot to get better. And by completing more Foundry quests, we'll be unlocking more blueprints for more items. It's a nice idea in my opinion. And when you're in-game, I think the timer is 4 times faster, but it does still go down even outside the game, just with normal speed. Something that did not exist before is this guidebook, where you can even see the chances of getting certain items from different fields. Really helpful. Time to claim some badges. I'm slowly getting better, but still compared to many others, I'm actually pretty bad. Collecting nectar with 25 butterflies is a lot better, that's for sure. Many different abilities, and it does look pretty cool. Something many other bee swarm simulator fan games had problems with is actually balancing out the game itself. Sometimes it would take forever to go from one to another field, or you'll have really big jumps in prices for items and just whatever else. And I actually decided to ask the owner of the game a few questions I think you'd be interested to see answers to. The first one was about the future of the game and the progression. And you can see the answer, but shortly, the future items will be getting more expensive, but you'll also have more ways to obtain said resources. The game will be pretty much getting more grindy without you having to spend months to get a single item. Next up, a question about future of the game, but from the owner's side. No plans on making developer team bigger, since it's working perfectly fine as it is without any troubles. And as for if the player count does a big impact, well, 200 concurrent players will easily make enough for the owner to make a living and pay the artists that help him with the game. Continuing with a question about random events. Things that happen sometimes and can potentially keep you in-game for longer. And well, good news, they are planned to be added in the future updates. Since the game has different achievements, currently mainly for collecting nectar, I was wondering if there will be more that would be centered around defeating mobs and completing quests as example. The answer was that the owner doesn't know yet. It's too early to say anything right now. But I do have a feeling that there will be achievements like that, but maybe not exactly the ones I gave as example. Since there will be bosses, how difficult would they be? Knowing even normal mobs like coconut hermits can be decently hard to beat when you meet them for the first time. Bosses in this game are actually planned to be made difficult with phases, unique patterns, and something you could invite your friends to. And lastly, I wanted to ask if there's anything the owner would want to tell about the game or development. And all they can say is that they are happy to see the game growing as much as it does right now, and will be working hard on new content for it. Well, that was a short question and answer with the owner of the game. Thought you'd like to see something like that. As I said earlier in the video, this game does seem to have a lot of potential, and I would like to see it becoming bigger in the future. Some people will dislike it because it's a game that, according to them, copied Bee Swarm, while others will enjoy playing it as a Bee Swarm fan game with many of its own ideas. So I ended up getting a nice amount of progression in this video, while also giving you some more information about the future of the game. I can now tell for sure that this game is only getting better. Remember that it's still in beta and haven't fully released yet. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. You can watch one of these videos while waiting for a new one. They are good too. Join my Discord server. You can chat, trade, and enter giveaways there. The link is in description, and I will see you soon.